Yo, what is up guys, it's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about why I think the Washington football team needs to see more from its 2021 NFL draft class and why I think some of these players need to play more in order to improve. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Also hit that like button and turn on that bell to turn on your notifications. It really helps out the channel a ton. Also, make sure to check out WinView. Use the link in the description. Enter a bunch of free contests to win some cash or enter some cash contests to win some big prizes. Let's get right into the video. It's only week 5, but so far the Washington football team's draft class from this year, it's been a little bit underwhelming, and of course there is loads of time. There are players that, it takes a while for them to develop. Players like Jamin Davis, who had only 1 year, of starting experience in college. Some players, it takes them a little bit longer to develop, but at the same time, we drafted Jamin Davis in the first round. Some of these other guys, we want them to step up, and they haven't yet. So that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. But of course, there's some rookies that have stepped up. I mean, Sam Cosmi has been really, really good for us so far this season. Really, really unfortunate that he got hurt against the Saints, early on in the game. But in that game, I think he played 1 or 2 possessions, maybe 3. But he had to play through that injury on 1 snap and then he was out. But he had an 81.8 PFF grade. He has a 77 PFF grade, which I think is the highest out of any rookie offensive lineman. He's been really good in the run game and solid in the pass blocking game. And that was a good, pick for Washington in the second round. I mean, if he turns out to be a franchise tackle, either on the right side or the left side, that's a great pick. Really, really, really good value in the second round. And, I think they have, he has the ability to switch over to the left side if they want him to. Obviously not this year. It might take a while, but that is also an option. Just unfortunate that he's hurt though. Encouraging that he hasn't been put on IR yet, so maybe he will be back this week. Hopefully. He did not practice today, so not a great sign, but just could be them giving him rest. And, we'll see on Friday if he's questionable, doubtful, or listed out. I'm really I'm going to be interested to see that. But he's been really good for us. He's been our best rookie. And yeah, I think that was a great decision by Ron, letting Morgan Moses go, letting Sam Cosmi compete for that job. And, he's been really good for us. And I don't think anyone would, disagree with me that he's been our best rookie. We got him with the 51st overall pick in the draft. But after that, there haven't been that many bright spots. I'm not going to talk too much about, the 5th round picks, 6th, 7th round picks, because you don't expect those guys to be impact players. And, you don't expect, and if they are impact players, it usually takes some time. Cameron Curl is an exception. He was really good for us last year in his rookie year, but it still took him a little bit of time to really show out. But most guys that are good that you draft in the 6th, 7th round, it takes a while. It might take them a year or 2. And even if you, want them to be contributors, it might take a while. And Dax Milne, I think he had a catch last game. I think he'll be a solid slot receiver for us next year when we do need him. And some of these other guys are developing. Derek Forrest has been on IR. I want to talk about, the guys really 1st round through 4th round mainly, and we'll touch on these other guys later on. So let's first start off with, Jamin Davis and Benjamin St-Juste. It's not all on these players. These players are also being put in bad situations at times, and I really think that these guys need to play more. Jamin Davis and Benjamin St-Juste against the Saints, they only played 25 total snaps, and maybe with Benjamin St-Juste, it was, he was coming off of an injury, and that's why they're giving him less snaps. I thought he played, solid in those 12 snaps. Jamin Davis only played 13, and, you would think that, because he was averaging probably like 25, 30 plus snaps a game before this Saints game, and John Bostic against the Falcons got injured and is out for the year, so you would think that Jamin Davis' snaps would increase, but they drastically decrease, and that is really, really disappointing because, if we want any hope of our linebacking core getting better this season, it's going to be Jamin Davis improving because, we're not going to go out there and sign any free agents because there really aren't any great linebacker free agents out there. There's some that definitely would be an upgrade over what we have, but if we want to get, significantly better this season, it's going to be Jamin Davis continuing to improve, and playing him 13 snaps, I don't think that is helping him improve and develop. And, it would be okay if you had like a great veteran over him. You had someone like Levante David or, Bobby Wagner, where like you're not going to play Jamin Davis over him. But the guys, Jamin Davis played the first couple possessions of the game. But then after that, Ron Rivera and Jack Del Rio had David Mayo playing over Jamin Davis. They were playing, I think it's partly because they're putting Landon Collins more in the box, which is what I like to see, but you also have to find ways to put your first round pick in the game. You invested a first round pick on him, in him, and you need to have him on the field. Having him play 10, 12 snaps is going to hinder his development, and also, it's not going to boost his confidence. I just think Jamin Davis needs to play better, but he also needs to play more snaps and be given better opportunities. And Benjamin St-Juste, I feel like he's improved the last, the first couple games he was struggling a little bit, got better as the season, has gotten better as the season went on. Just needs, still needs to improve a little bit more, a little bit handsy, and, he's still a rookie, so it's going to take time. I'm fine with him playing a little bit less snaps, but 12 snaps seems a little bit low. I really think they're trying to get as many defensive linemen on the field as possible, which is understandable, but you got to, find a way to keep Jamin Davis on the field at least more than 13 snaps in a game, because that's not going to help his development at all. We, drafted him in the first round, expected him to be an impact player, not a great player right away, but an impact player. And, he hasn't been that so far, so he needs to be better. But also, I think he needs more snaps played in these games. And yeah, that's partly on the coaches, and the development also is on Steve Russ, Jack Del Rio, and these guys on the defensive side of the ball for Jamin Davis. Because if we want to get better this year at the linebacker spot, Jamin Davis is going to have to take a step up, and that's on him and the coaches. You look at this tweet right here from Burgundy Blog: with starter Bostic on IR and a month of regular season experience under his belt, number 19 overall pick. That's what he was. I think Burgundy Blog misspoke there. Jamin Davis played only 12 snaps on defense. Early signs can be misleading, but these early signs are bad. And again, he didn't get much playing time in, Kentucky. Only had one season as a full-time starter, so it's going to take him time to develop, but only playing 13 snaps is definitely not a great sign. So also De'Ami Brown, he's been a little bit underwhelming. He got hurt last week, so that's why he wasn't playing. He was okay in a couple games. He had a couple nice catches, but I expected to see a little bit more from him, especially with Curtis Samuel out of those games. And Heineke also missed him a couple times, where if he hits him, it's a big play. But I really think, overall with this draft class, obviously, I'm not saying this is a bad draft class, because you can't say that really at least a year after, if not 2 years, 2 full years of them playing, to say if it's a good or bad draft class. We hit on Sam Cosmi. He's been good for us, and I think he'll continue to improve. We need some of these other guys to step up, whether it be De'Ami Brown or, Benjamin St-Juste or Jamin Davis. I think John Bates has been solid. We haven't used him much as a pass catcher, but he's been okay as a blocker. He's gotten snaps on offense, which is what you want. You want your guys to be contributing. He's been solid as a blocker, and also he's been getting a ton of special teams reps. He's on the first team for punt team, and I believe kick team as well, and he had a great block for DeAndre Carter on that kick return. So that is encouraging there. He's been, I guess what you want in a fourth rounder. Maybe you would want a little bit more, but I think as tight ends usually take a while. So I think he'll get more chances as a pass catcher next year. But he's been solid as a blocker. Derek Forrest was injured, so that's really the jury is still out on him, as it is with the rest of these guys, but he is designated to return off of IR, and hopefully we'll see him in the next couple of weeks on special teams and maybe on defense as well. And I really do like Dax Milne. I think that was a really good pick with the second to last pick in the draft. I think he will eventually be a good slot receiver in the NFL. With these fifth or even fourth to seventh round guys, it takes time for these guys, way more time than the first through third round picks. So, I think if these guys start stepping up, I think it'll help out the team overall, especially the two defensive players. If, Jamin Davis steps up and they give him more snaps and he continues to improve over the season, I think that'll help the defense, improve a lot. And same thing with Benjamin St-Juste. I don't think Dyami Brown's success, is really going to have a huge impact on this team, because I do feel like our wide receiving core is solid with obviously Terry there. The biggest thing is if Curtis Samuel is healthy or not. If he's not, then obviously Dyami Brown's success is very important. But yeah, that's it for today's video. I know I rambled a ton, but let me know what you guys think about this rookie class. I'm definitely not, totally down on this class. We still got a lot of time left. I think Jamin Davis is going to get it together, but I was just saying that we need more from it. I would like to see more from this class than what I've seen so far. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a video. Peace, guys.